Yo, 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 what's up, tech explorers? Welcome back to AI Discovery with another mind-blowing episode. Today, we're diving deep into the world of brain-computer interfaces. Think Matrix-level stuff, but in real life. Yeah, you heard that right. We're talking about controlling computers with your thoughts. Forget Siri and Alexa, this is next-level human-computer interaction.
Now, you might be thinking, brain-computer interface research, isn't that like decades away? Nope. While the rest of the world plays catch-up, China's out here already bending spoons with their minds. Okay, not spoons, but they've got monkeys controlling robotic arms with their thoughts. You know what that means? No more doing dishes. Just kidding. Unless...
Get ready to have your minds blown because we're about to unravel China's groundbreaking advancements in brain-computer interface technology. We'll explore their cutting-edge research, mind-boggling applications, and what it all means for the future of humanity. Buckle up, folks, because things are about to get wild.
China's been on a tech rampage lately, dominating everything from 5G to AI. They're killing it in the brain-computer interface game too. Next-level tech here, people. Imagine a world where disabilities are a thing of the past.
China's pouring resources into BMI research and seeing impressive results. Remember that monkey controlling a robotic arm with its mind? That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is China doing that's so groundbreaking? Well, for starters, they're bridging the gap in invasive BMI technology. Yeah, you heard that right, invasive. We're talking about tiny, highly sophisticated chips implanted directly into the brain. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right?
But this is the real deal, folks. And China's leading the charge with its new cyber array BMI system. This bad boy is a game changer. It's like upgrading your brain from dial-up to fiber optic, allowing for faster and more complex communication between your brain and external devices.
Think about it. With this technology, we could potentially control prosthetic limbs with our minds, communicate with our devices using thoughts alone, even enhance our cognitive abilities. It's like unlocking a whole new level of human potential.
Now, before you freak out about brain implants, let's talk about those mind-controlling monkeys. No, it's not a scene from Planet of the Apes, although it's pretty darn close. Chinese researchers have successfully implanted BMI devices in monkeys, allowing them to control robotic arms with their thoughts.
They even had one monkey controlling two robotic arms simultaneously. Talk about multitasking. And the crazy part? The monkey was doing all this while playing a video game. It's like something out of a gamer's wildest dreams.
But this isn't just about monkeys playing video games. These experiments are crucial for understanding how the brain interacts with computers and for developing safe and effective BMI technology for humans. It's groundbreaking stuff, people. Now, China isn't the only player in the BMI game. Countries like the US, Japan, and South Korea are also investing heavily in this technology.
But here's the thing. China's got a few aces up its sleeve. For starters, they have a massive population, which means a vast pool of potential research subjects, of course with proper ethical considerations.
They also have a government that's fully on board with pushing the boundaries of science and technology. And let's not forget about China's tech giants like Tencent and Alibaba, who are pouring billions into AI and robotics research.
This combination of factors has created a perfect storm for rapid advancement in BMI technology.
So, yeah, the race is on, and China's definitely a front runner, but what does this all mean for the future? Well, that's where things get really interesting. China is not just developing groundbreaking BMI technology, they're building an entire ecosystem around it. We're talking about research institutions, tech companies, government funding, and a growing number of startups, all laser-focused on pushing the boundaries of what's possible with brain-computer interfaces.
This interconnected ecosystem is what truly sets China apart. They've got the brains, the resources, and the ambition to turn BMI technology from a sci-fi fantasy into a reality. And they're doing it at a pace that's got the rest of the world playing catch-up.
So what can we expect from this BMI revolution brewing in the East? Well, that's a story for another time, but let's just say it has the potential to change everything.
Okay, folks, we've talked about the mind-blowing tech, but what about the brilliant minds behind it all? You know, the ones who actually understand how this stuff works.
In China, it's not just the tech giants leading the charge, it's the universities too. Institutions like Tsinghua University and Beihang University. We're talking about pioneers, innovators, the rock stars of the BMI world.
It's like a global brain trust, all focused on unlocking the secrets of the human mind and connecting it to the digital world. Tsinghua University, where minds and computers meet. Tsinghua University, often dubbed the MIT of China, a hotbed for technological innovation, especially in BMI research. Impressive labs pushing the boundaries of brain-computer interfaces.
Notable achievement: a non-invasive BMI system using EEG to control robotic arms and exoskeletons, revolutionizing rehabilitation for stroke patients and mobility impairments.
Also exploring BMI technology for gaming, entertainment, and communication. Imagine controlling a virtual avatar with your thoughts. Beihang University taking flight with BMI Innovation. Beihang University, a powerhouse in Chinese research and development, known for its expertise in aeronautical engineering. They're making waves in BMI technology.
Groundbreaking project: controlling drones with thought. No joysticks, just brain power. Also developing BMI systems for space exploration. Imagine astronauts controlling equipment with their thoughts.
Patents galore securing the future of BMI. Now here's where things get really interesting. China isn't just developing groundbreaking BMI technology, they're also patenting it like crazy. In fact, they're filing more patents in this field than any other country in the world.
This means China is strategically positioning itself to be a major player in the global BMI market, which is projected to be worth billions, if not trillions, of dollars in the coming decades.
But it's not just about the money, folks. These patents represent a commitment to innovation, to pushing the boundaries of what's possible with this technology. And they're a clear indication that China is taking the long view when it comes to BMI, investing heavily in research, development, and commercialization. Healing with tech, the medical marvel of BMI. Okay, we've talked about monkeys playing mind games with robots, but let's get real for a second. The real game changer with BMI is in the medical field. We're talking about potentially curing diseases, reversing disabilities, and basically turning sci-fi into a doctor's prescription.
Imagine a world without Parkinson's disease, where epilepsy is a distant memory and paralysis is just a temporary setback. That's the kind of future BMI promises, and China's leading the charge in turning that dream into a reality.
We're not just talking about treating symptoms here, folks. We're talking about addressing the root causes of neurological disorders, repairing damaged brain circuits, and essentially rewiring the brain for optimal function. It's like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. Reversing the irreversible BMI's promise for neurological disorders. Now let's get specific. What kind of neurological disorders are we talking about here? Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because the list is long and impressive. We're talking about everything from Parkinson's disease and epilepsy to Alzheimer's disease, stroke and traumatic brain injury.
Imagine a world where a stroke survivor can regain control of their limbs, where a person with Parkinson's disease can move with ease, and where the debilitating effects of Alzheimer's disease are halted or even reversed. That's the kind of hope BMI offers.
And it's not just about treating the physical symptoms. BMI also has the potential to address the mental and emotional aspects of these disorders, helping people with depression, anxiety, and PTSD regain control of their lives. It's about restoring not just physical function, but also quality of life, of a market poised for explosive growth. Now, let's talk business, folks, because with all this groundbreaking technology and life-changing potential, you know there's a massive market waiting to explode. And we're not talking about your average app store downloads here. We're talking about a multi-billion, even trillion-dollar industry in the making.
The global BMI market is projected to reach a staggering $40 billion by 2030 and could skyrocket to over $1 trillion by 2040. Yeah, you heard that right. Trillion with a T. That's more than the GDP of some small countries.
This growth is being driven by a perfect storm of factors: an aging population, rising healthcare costs, and a growing demand for innovative solutions to neurological disorders. And China, with its massive population, rapidly developing healthcare infrastructure and government support for BMI research, is perfectly positioned to become a global leader in this market. Beijing's big bet. The epicenter of BMI innovation. Now, when it comes to BMI innovation, all roads lead to Beijing. This city is quickly becoming the Silicon Valley of brain-computer interfaces, with a thriving ecosystem of research institutions, tech companies, and startups all vying for a piece of the BMI pie.
The Beijing government is throwing its full weight behind this burgeoning industry, providing funding, resources, and a supportive regulatory environment to attract the best and brightest minds in BMI research and development.
Think about it. China already dominates the global manufacturing landscape. Now, imagine them doing the same with BMI technology. We're talking about a potential paradigm shift in the global healthcare industry, with China at the forefront. The future of healthcare. So, what does all this mean for the future of healthcare? Well, folks, it's hard to say for sure, but one thing's for certain, BMI has the potential to revolutionize the way we diagnose, treat, and even prevent neurological disorders.
Imagine a world where routine brain scans can detect early signs of Alzheimer's disease, where personalized BMI therapies can be tailored to an individual's unique brain activity, and where invasive surgeries are replaced with non-invasive, thought-controlled treatments.
This is the future that China is helping to build, a future where technology empowers us to live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. It's a future where the human brain, with a little help from technology, can overcome even the most challenging neurological conditions. It's a future worth getting excited about. The signal boosters. All right, tech enthusiasts, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of how these brain-computer interfaces actually work. We're talking about signals, algorithms, and some seriously impressive data crunching. It's like translating your brainwaves into a language a computer can understand.
One of the key areas where China is making strides is in signal processing technology. They're developing cutting-edge algorithms and hardware that can capture brain signals with incredible accuracy and clarity. Remember those old-school EEG headsets? Yeah, we're way past that now.
We're talking about high-resolution signal acquisition technology that can pick up even the faintest whispers of your brain activity. It's like upgrading from a fuzzy radio signal to crystal clear, high-definition audio, and this is just the beginning. Decoding the brain's language. Now, capturing those brain signals is just the first step. The real challenge lies in decoding them, figuring out what all those electrical impulses actually mean. And that, my friends, is where the magic of artificial intelligence comes in.
Chinese researchers are developing sophisticated AI algorithms that can analyze those complex brain signals and translate them into commands a computer can understand. It's like teaching a computer to read your mind, but without the creepy mind control vibes.
These algorithms are getting smarter all the time, learning to recognize patterns in brain activity that correspond to specific thoughts, intentions, and even emotions. And as they get better at decoding the brain's language, the possibilities for BMI applications become virtually limitless. Multimodal mayhem, combining the power of the senses. Now here's where things get really wild. We're not just talking about reading your mind, folks. We're talking about creating a fully immersive, multi-sensory experience. Imagine a world where you can not only control computers with your thoughts, but also see, hear, and even feel the virtual world through them.
Chinese researchers are at the forefront of developing multimodal BMI systems that combine brain signals with other sensory inputs, like vision, hearing, and touch. This means creating a closed loop between the brain and the computer, where information flows seamlessly in both directions.
Imagine feeling the texture of a virtual object, smelling the aroma of a digital flower garden, or even experiencing the physical sensations of a virtual workout, all through a brain-computer interface. It's like stepping into the Matrix, but without the whole dystopian future thing, hopefully. Breaking down the noise barrier. Now let's talk about the challenges. One of the biggest hurdles in BMI technology is dealing with noise. And no, I'm not talking about your neighbor's dog barking or the construction site down the street. I'm talking about the electrical noise that's inherent in our brains.
You see, our brains are constantly buzzing with electrical activity, even when we're not consciously thinking about anything. This background noise can interfere with the signals that BMI devices are trying to pick up, making it difficult to get a clear reading.
But fear not, tech enthusiasts, because Chinese researchers are developing innovative solutions to this problem. They're creating advanced filtering techniques and algorithms that can isolate the specific brain signals they're looking for, effectively drowning out the noise.
Now, let's address the elephant in the room: brain implants. Yeah, not everyone's comfortable with the idea of having a chip implanted in their head, and that's totally understandable.
But here's the good news. China is also making significant strides in non-invasive BMI technology.
Remember those high-resolution EEG headsets we talked about earlier? Those are just the tip of the iceberg. Chinese researchers are exploring a range of non-invasive techniques from magnetoencephalography, MEG, to functional near-infrared spectroscopy, FNARS, which can measure brain activity without the need for surgery.
These non-invasive methods might not be quite as precise as their invasive counterparts, at least not yet. But they're rapidly improving, and they offer a safer and more accessible alternative for people who aren't ready to go full matrix just yet.
So there you have it, folks. China's not just dipping their toes in the BMI pool, they're doing cannonballs, making waves, and changing the game as we know it. From mind-controlled monkeys, still can't get over those guys, to treating neurological disorders and pushing the boundaries of human-computer interaction, China's at the forefront of this mind-blowing revolution.
We've seen the research, the investment, the sheer determination to make BMI technology a reality. And let's be real, when China sets its sights on something, they don't mess around. They're in it to win it, and the BMI race is no exception.
But it's not just about national pride, folks. China's advancements in BMI technology have the potential to benefit humanity as a whole. We're talking about a future where disabilities are overcome, diseases are eradicated, and the human mind is connected to the digital world in ways we can only begin to imagine. And speaking of imagining, let's talk about the Metaverse. You know, that whole virtual world thing everyone's been buzzing about? Well, guess what? BMI technology is going to be a game changer in the Metaverse, and China knows it.
Imagine a metaverse where you can control your avatar with your thoughts, where you can feel the virtual wind on your face and the virtual ground beneath your feet, all through a brain-computer interface. No more clunky controllers, no more awkward movements, just pure, unadulterated immersion.
And it's not just about entertainment, folks. Imagine attending virtual meetings, collaborating on projects, and even learning new skills in the Metaverse, all through the power of your mind. The possibilities are endless, and China is positioning itself to be a major player in this emerging virtual frontier.
So, what does the future hold for brain-computer interface technology? Well, folks, if there's one thing we've learned today, it's this. The future is about to get seriously mind-blowing.
We're on the cusp of a technological revolution, one that has the potential to reshape our world in ways we can't even fathom yet. And China, with its relentless pursuit of innovation, its vast resources, and its unwavering ambition, is leading the charge.
So buckle up, tech enthusiasts. The future is closer than we think, and it's going to be a wild ride. And as always, stay tuned to AI Discovery for all the latest updates on this mind-blowing journey into the future of technology.